E aí, gurizada, Kawasaki na Zanga Motos, porque cava é vida.
Give them good racing. That's what the fans want to see. That's what the riders want to have. So we want to be entertained. So all the design and features are all featured, ready for the guys to race on. So
now this dirt was sourced from the Cardiff Inland. It's part sand, part clay, and judging by the way the track looks, it will likely pack in and trend hard pack.
The dirt is screened, so we had to go for a big process of taking all the big rocks out and any rubbish out of the track. So we screened about 16,000 tonne of dirt to give us the 8,000 tonne of good dirt that we needed. So it's quite a big project to do that. And then obviously 400 truckloads into the stadium in a couple of days, built in a couple of days, and then we'll be ready for racing soon.
Now riders always talk about the difference in how whoops are built. How did you guys build these whoops out?
So we built these whoops out, basically a bigger, fatter whoop, which we'll maintain throughout the night. Obviously, consistency in the track was a big key, and rider safety is our big key. So the more we can keep on top of the features that are likely to break down, the riders feel safe then when they go out on the track, so then they can put on a good race and a good show. That's the most important thing. Once the riders feel happy and safe and they're having fun, we're going to be having some good racing.
And you guys have intentionally built out bowl turns. Why is that?
Bolt turns are the best thing for racing, really. It opens up the lines. We've made the track slightly wider than normal as well. So it opens up the turns to give more opportunities to pass in. And yeah, hopefully we're going to see some bars banging as well.
And just a beautiful track. The riders couldn't be more excited about it. Thank you so much, Jeff.
No worries. Good.
You have to be at 110%.
It's a pressure cooker situation.
One lap, one chance, go as hard as he possibly can.
That one lap counts for so much.
The Super Pole is something that's so fun to do, but yet scary at the same time.
It's definitely nerve-wracking.
The Super Pole Top 10 format is a must-watch.
It's really fun to watch as a fan.
It's definitely exciting for the crowd, and it's nerve-wracking for a rider because you know you have to be perfect.
It's real. It's one lap, all out. All of the light is on the one guy on the track.
That lap alone in front of 40,000 plus people, that's where I believe the game changes.
The nerves you have knowing that every fan in the stadium's watching you.
It'll be a truly special feeling, and it'll be a first for me this weekend.
I can't lie, it's a little nerve-wracking, and it's almost more intimidating when you are doing Super Bowl than when you're racing.
You have to be mistake-free.
It's purely about raw speed.
It's game on.
It's your time to make it happen.
Jeff, back in your day of wooden wheels and no suspension and so forth when it came to racing Supercross, Super Pole wasn't a part of it. How do you think you would have dealt with this?
Well, what's interesting is we're so used to being on the track with other machines. When you're the only rider on the track for Super Pole, the whole entire stadium is quiet and all you hear is your motorcycle. So it's a very strange feeling. And, you know, we have about 40,000 fans here tonight. everyone and counting, everyone in the stadium is looking at one guy. There's nothing else going on except for you. So I think it's going to make these guys a little nervous, right?
No doubt.
The mentality of it, like having to think about that. And so they have to get in the zone, funnel down the focus, cut everything else out, and just focus on nailing the fastest possible lap that they can. And 45.9 seconds is the time to beat from earlier today in qualifying.
Let's go trackside. Here's Kristen.
A battle I really enjoyed watching. Vince Friese holding off Eli Tomac. I mean, how'd you manage the pressure?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Obviously, he's probably the best guy in the world right now. I've had him breathing down my neck for a lot of years, and usually he finds his way by, but I knew 6 laps. And my bike's working so good. The team's been so awesome. Yeah, just tried to ride the cleanest few laps that I could and kept him back there.
Great start and a good defensive riding from Vince Friese, guys. He heads out to Super Pole.
Yeah, and he's going to have 3 GP races coming up to see maybe he can steal a win away from Tomac and Roczen.
Well, and Friese is really good off the start. You have 3 races that make up the British Grand Prix, right? 3 final events. So Friese is definitely a favorite.
Great look at the crowd here tonight inside of Principality Stadium. As we said, this is the home, traditionally, of the Wales Rugby Union, and they're one of the best rugby teams in the world, Jeff, and a hugely passionate fan base follows them, the national team for Wales.
Well, here they go. Our top Super Pole riders are out there.
And we will go from 10 to 1 will be the order. So first up, Cedric Soubeyras will be the first one out on course here.
French rider. And it looks like what we're going to have is the rider's going to have a warm-up lap, a sighting lap, if you will. Look at how the lines have changed since the last time they've been out there. Justin and his crew have been working on it. You can see all of the Bobcat and Dozer tracks out there where they've gone in fixed sections of the track. So he's warming up. He's going to make a 180, and boom, it's on for the first Super Pole for Cedric Soubeyras.
Cedric, a 5-time
Here we go.
Supercross champion. Racing for the Bud Racing Squad.
On board right here, and now Super Pole, you're the only rider out there, so the fast lines are going to be some of these bowl turns. When they were in the actual race battling for position, they're riding some of the inside lines, but he doesn't have to worry about that right now.
Soubeyras, 33 years old, 12 career World Supercross starts, 2013, 2018, and 2019. His best finish at 13th in Seattle back in 2018.
Got across the whoops really good. Now, no mistakes through this last rhythm section. If he gets through that final turn good,
here's that big hole at the end.
Could set a good time. So it's 42, 43, 47-1. I mean, that's a pretty good time. The track has got some fresh spots in it, that they've worked on.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is he's leading Super Pole right now.
That's right. Angelo Pellegrini, the Italian rider on the 941, the Honda-mounted rider. He's up next.
Yeah, Pellegrini, he's had a lot of experience in Supercross, one of the standout Italian riders on the circuit. Here we go. Double into the turn, hit the throttle.
Riding for Honda Mills.
So it's got to be so to see. So see how quiet it is out there? We're not used to that. You're not used to being out there with it being this quiet. I mean, that
Pellegrini has made 9 starts in the AMA 250 Supercross Series back in 2020 and 2021.
That was quick. Let's see how he scoots across and skims these whoops, right? Oh, he's going to jump through them. Got a nice line through there.
And Jeff, we saw it during the heat race, some of the riders using the inside line around those bowls. In this Super Pole series, you're going to want to rail around the outside of that berm and carry as much speed as you can.
47.6. Half a second off of.
And if you're wondering, the timing line just before the finish line jump is in the dirt. That's where the loop is at ends the lap. It's about just 3 feet just before you get to the bottom lip of the jump.
Yeah, just before you hit that metal takeoff, that metal ramp.
This is the 137. Adrian Escoffier, French rider.
I mean, I definitely think that it'd be a little more nerve-wracking if you were one of the first riders out. But now, okay, let's get into it.
And guys, only last week did Adrian Escoffier find out he would actually be racing in the World Supercross Championship. Team manager for Bud Racing Kawasaki, Stefan Dassi, only called him 7 days ago, and he said, can you do it? Now, Adrian Escoffier was racing in the French Championship at the time, and he's filling in for the injured Gregory Aranda. He is making the most of this opportunity, guys.
Not surprised that he would be here, Kristen. He's 28 years old from Provence, France, and he's the 2018 French Supercross 2 Supercross champion. So he's a very competent rider, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks good right now. He's showing a lot of aggression, too. He definitely is hustling on the bike. You see him a lot of – he's really smooth rider, but a lot of body English right here. Let's see how he takes his final turn.
Well, handful of throttle.
47.4. It's going to put him second, Ralph.
Yeah. He's moved up a little bit.
Not a bad effort.
No. Handful of riders yet to go. So we take a look at our Penrite replay.
Look at the eyes right there, just so focused.
How far down is he looking, Jeff, as he works his way through that lane?
Well, as he goes over the WSX finish line here, light the candles. It varies. There are times where you're looking down at the tip of your front fender. There are times where you're looking ahead, like right now. Josh Hill is going to look ahead. He goes up over. He's going to look at the landing and then start to focus. So it's back and forth, back and forth. You're kind of, scanning the soil. You're not just, your eyesight, your helmet is not just in one spot.
So Hill working through sector 1. Let's see how he does here.
See how now he shorted the turn right there coming out of that?
Yeah.
Right? So instead of riding the wide line, he cut down because there were, no other bikes on the track, trying to shorten up the track a little bit to help with this lap time. Another one of the riders jumping through the whoops.
33-year-old from Oregon in the U.S. One career.
Oh, it's a go for the quad!
Oh, he did it! And the crowd loved it here in Cardiff.
The first rider.
And that's going to put Josh Hill right at the top of the board, and he's going to celebrate with the crowd here in Principality Stadium. We saw Pellegrini try that yesterday, Jeff, and it didn't work out as well.
Yeah, he didn't do a quad. He did about 3.5. Now, Hill uncorks it. The first rider to do that puts him on top. Now, Hill, famous for being a jumper. Watch how he goes through the rhythm section. He knows it. He says, I'm pulling the trigger right here. Full throttle, seat bounce even on the 450, second gear, and barely made it. But it puts him on the top of the board.
But showing that you're going to have to do it if you want to be there, and Vince Friese will be the next one up.
Well, there's one other jump on the track that is a must if you're going to set the fast time, and that's out of turn 2. Friese's almost there. There's a single table, single, and you have to quad the first section. Okay, so right here, if you want to set fast time, you have to jump all four. See, he's on off. You have to jump all the way over that if you're going to.
You got to get over both tables.
Yep. Oh, he went a little long, had his foot out.
Guys, I just asked Josh Hill, what was that sensation like? He said it was like an explosion. He said that transition, these tracks feel so tight. And he said, so to nail that quad, huge victory for Josh Hill.
Right to the top of the board, and Friese, he goes number 1.
Whoa.
46.7. Vince Friese, showing not only is he difficult to pass here, but he's quick as well.
Yeah, and the thing to remember, everyone, this is new, but if you win the Super Pole, you also earn 1 championship point. Okay, so there's a lot on the line for this. If it gets, if it comes down to it, Super Pole win could make the difference between being the world champion or not.
So the 31-year-old from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, Vince Friese, he's number 1 right now. But if you want to know what quick looks like on a motorcycle, come to the number 3 of Eli Tomac.
Okay, watch right here. Out of the turn. Quad over the single, Go from the table to the single into the big triple. Watch Tomac. He's going to fly across these whoops right now.
One of the best in the business
Outside
at
right
that.
here. Let's see if he uncorks the quad. Who knows? He's never done it. Is he going to do it? Nope.
No. But is he quick enough still?
Could be.
Here he comes. To the line. Tomac is number one.
45.9.
First rider down into the 45s during Super Bowl here, Eli Tomac. Wow.
In practice, he set a 45.938. Now he does a 45.939. I mean, that's it. That is right there with the fastest that anyone has been able to make it around this course here in Cardiff.
Tomac, the 2020 World Supercross champion, 7 wins in 2022 in AMA Supercross competition. And we move on to Thomas Remmett.
Pretty good heat race. He looked good. He definitely was tough, like in the competition side of things. Now we have to see just what sort of speed and skill he has being out there all alone. Is he going to uncork the quad right here? Nope, on off.
Kind of scrubbed it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that obstacle is maybe more important than the quad that Hill jumped. But we'll see.
Utilizing the scrub, named Bubba Scrub, James Stewart developed.
It's coming around. I don't think this is going to be a good one, Ralph.
Well, it was
46.8.
Put him third.
Third, yeah, better than I thought. Yeah,
better than Hill actually. All right, still to go. Ken Roxon. And here's the 17. This is a Rick Ware Racing entry at Joey Savacci.
All right, so let's go on board with Savacci here. Triple into the turn, make a right, slide the bike around. The track had just been worked on. There's some of these sections where those ruts that were on the inside are not there, so it's going to make it more difficult. Savacci has got to quad out of this turn all the way over. Boom, triple, single. Yeah, he's got it. If he gets through the whoops, good, Ralph. He's got a shot at winning Super Bowl.
They're coming up.
So he opted to jump through the whoops. Cut the 90 a little bit short.
Last rhythm lane.
Last word.
Rails the berm. Checkers. Savacci's number 2.
46.233. Just a quarter of a second off. Watch right here. See, bounces this triple. Nice slow-mo right here. Watch how perfectly he's going to land.
Jeff, don't forget, he was injured basically the majority of the 2022 AMA Supercross season. Got hurt after round number 2 there. During round number 2. And here he is, Ken Roxon, a fast German rider, won his heat race. Can he grab Super Bowl as well and continue his unbeaten streak here in Cardiff tonight?
Well, this is a new machine for him, not the team that he's been riding for the last couple of years. There it is. Quad, scrubs that.
That's quick.
Now, Roxon has set the fastest single time with a 45.935.
Blitzes through those whoops, Jeff. This is a quick lap.
Goes to the quad.
He away! And the crowd loves it here in Cardiff.
That's going to get it done. That has to do it.
That has to be number 1. Yes, walks into the top of the board. 45.874.
And it was more just, I mean, I don't recall seeing anyone jump that quad throughout all qualifying and warm up today. Right here. Watch this. Man, just seat bounces it. And you have to do it. Think about this. If you make a mistake, like the entire stadium and the entire world of Supercross is watching just you.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
telling
under
you,
a microscope.
Roxon is on rings right now.
Here's Justin Brayton.
Final rider. Now, if you're Brayton, you've seen that Roxon has gone out and set the fast time. You got to jump the quad out of turn 2, and you have to uncork it. It's like
Super Bowl
it's like 0.2 of a second. Yeah, if he wants to win this point and win Super Bowl.
He didn't quad through there.
Yeah. No, he did. He's just so smooth. He makes it look easy.
He does.
Comes up a tad short right there. He's really good at skimming the whoops. He's fast through there. Now, is it on his mind? Does he know that he has to do it? Off the table, triple. Is he going to do it? Nope. Nope. So now he has to get through this turn
Played
fast.
it safe. Brayton playing it safe, but coming to the line. Brayton goes to 4. Roczen, Tomac, Savatgy, Brayton, Freezy, the top 5. Wow, what a thrilling Super Bowl session for the first time in the history of the World Supercross Championship. Ken Roczen uncorks the quad when he absolutely had to. The first time we see him do it all weekend, and it puts him right at the top of the board. The German rider has been undefeated in every level of competition so far tonight, Jeff. Wins his heat, wins Super Bowl, and we go to Kristen to hear from him.
Ken, how does that Super Bowl lap mentally compare to a race being center of attention like that?
Oh, it's really tough. You know, you make the slightest mistake, and a guy like Eli Tomac, you know, barely makes any mistakes and has some super gnarly speed. Mine wasn't clean. I wasn't planning on doing the quad, but I had to. So as soon as I jumped the triple, I got it clean enough, and I just sat into it and went for it. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't see it from Josh, but it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Ken Roczen taking the first Super Bowl of the World Supercross Championship in the UK, guys.
And it was spectacular, Kristen.
Wow.
His first career Super Bowl, and it comes here at the opening round of the British GP, Jeff, as we look at the highlights.
Oh, Hill right here. I mean, just showing what a master he is at jumping a motorcycle. Goes out there, brave. Tomac, he was so fast. He put in a great lap also. Had to feel good about the 45.9, but then Roczen, I mean, he's like, I just had to do it. I mean, just uncork it.
Full send.
Full send. 45.8. That is the fastest lap that anyone has set here so far at this British Grand Prix.
Well, GPs will be coming up, but here's the Honda Genuine squad as we continue to introduce you to the teams that are based. This one based out of Australia with Dean Wilson, Ken Roczen, Max Anstey, and the rest. We got racing right around the corner from here in Cardiff.
Wow. Look at that turn down.
When we all give the power, we all give the best. Every minute of an hour, don't think about the rest. And you all get the power, you all get the best. When everyone gets everything and every song, everybody sings. Life is life.